This video is going to show how I created this halftone pattern over the top of this illustration. And what a halftone pattern is, it is let's see here. There we go. It's these black dots right here. And you can see the dots are smaller on the areas that are lighter. They're larger on the areas that are darker. And it creates a value scale. This is used a lot in screen printing as a way to create values when you only have one color ink. So if you only have black ink, how do you create shades of gray? Well, by changing the size of the dots. So let's go ahead and make these layers visible again. And to do this, I started with the 10 smooth layer, and I made a second copy of that. And let's go ahead and just move it under the outline up top, and I'll call it halftone. Now I'm going to take that layer, and I need to make this grayscale object. Ooh, how do I do that? Edit. There's definitely a menu item for this. Oh. There we go. Edit colors, convert to grayscale. There we go. Now that I have gray, let's go ahead and just select all that again. Make sure I only have that one layer though, the halftone layer. Let's see, next I am going to go to Effect, Pixelate, Color Halftone. And this is where you set the maximum size of your circle, and it really depends on how big your image is that you're working with. I had mine at 15 before. Let's go to 20. And to get just black, I went 0, 0, 0, and then 100. And that'll make sure we don't have overlapping circles. So there is my halftone. Try some different settings to get the settings that you like. Now, it is solid black and solid white, so I do need to blend this down. So if I go back to that halftone layer, and then I'm going to go to Window, Transparency, which was already open, and I'm going to blend it as darken. And I'm going to actually knock the opacity down a little bit too. I don't want those dots to be quite that dark. And there's a halftone pattern over the top. Gives it a little bit more interest. How did I learn to do that? Google. So I wanted to do a halftone pattern. I looked up halftone pattern in Chrome. And found lots of good tutorials on it. Picked one that looked like it was going to give me the effect I want. And then followed along. Now, there's a lot of great stuff you can do with texture. So if you just do Illustrator, texture, you're going to get a lot of tutorials that are going to show you how you can really add some interest to your illustrations by adding some texture onto them.